After connecting to the our Snowflake link. Okay, so this is your account ID. ACMUYRP PF4409. This is the my ID. When you are login, right? So when you are creating a or when you are registering in Snowflake, right? You will get your unique account ID. Okay, this is the common one. This is common one, and this is your account ID. Okay, so this is important. And when you yesterday we have created, and my username is GCP demo. GCP demo, and the password is my password. Okay, I'm just logging in. Hmm, this is what I have given, right? Hmm, okay, when you log in, you can see the snowflake symbol, and you can see create here, and home, projects, data, data products, monitor, and admin, right? And who logged in with the name and account ID and everything you can see here. You can see client download and documentation, support, my profile, setting, okay, your account under your account which is active. So like this, you can see all the details. That is one thing. And here, when it comes to the here, okay. So when you, it is same whenever you see in real time or here, it is the same. Okay. And here it is giving you the some quick actions like uploading a file or load from cloud storage, query the data, invite users. Okay, these are you can see. And all projects means whatever the creating you will have you can see it here. And a worksheet, notebook, streamline, dashboard you can see here also. So when I click here, right, you can use create a worksheet so that it will give you because when we are registering, right, at that time I have selected these two, so it is giving these two options and notebooks, streamlines, everything we can see it here. So here create your file project. You can start querying in SQL, develop workflows or visualize the data insights. And you can see here also, okay, if you click here you can see SQL worksheet, Python worksheet, notebook, okay, and git and streamline app, git repository, dashboard, okay, table, stage, view, you can see all this under view, right? You have a standard materialized view, secure and secure materialized view. So like this we have options. If you want to add any data, you can add the data as well. And here home, okay, this is the home, and you have a projects. When you click project, so here you have a plus button, right? This plus button, this plus button. If you click on the plus button, it will create a SQL worksheet. Hmm, okay, and this is database. Okay, already by default you will have a Snowflake Snowflake Learning DB, Snowflake Sample Data. Like this, you have a three inbuilt databases. It will create a inbuilt databases, and that will have some data as well. And if you want to create your own database, yes, if you click on the database, it will create the database as well. So we will create the database. Why we need it database? Because let's create our own database. huh? And in real time, you don't require to create any database. Okay, everything will be created by our platform team. So platform team means who supporting this application. Okay, so they will create all the required things. We don't need to do. What we need to do, we need to just uh, create the tables and prepare the ETL logic as per the requirement from the business. Hmm? Okay, that is enough. So these things, if even in anyone ask in an interview, we don't require to say, yes, I have created the database and everything. No, we don't need to tell, because you will not have access first of all, and you will be requesting creating the database to your platform team. Okay, so now if you see, I'll just click on this one. So you have a account stage alert, BCR rollout core, core text, data privacy, images, local, MI model. So like this, you will have many things. If you click here, views and functions you have. So you have a inbuilt function here. Okay, if you click here, so this is function name and okay, so this you have little bit details. And if you click view, we have access history. These are all view details. Okay, column names, data. It will pull the data, some sample data. Okay. So like this, you can see the data. And under Snowflake Learning Database, so information schema and public schema, it is common. So under information schema, you see some views are there. Okay, so we will see go forward by we will use the data as well. And we have a public schema. Under public schema, it is nothing there. And here you have a Snowflake sample data. So Snowflake sample data, it contains by default different schemas. Okay. So under schema, you can find the views here. Okay. And then you have a tables here. Many tables are there. Okay. So like this, it will create a by default schema for us to start. So now what we are going to do, we will be we will be creating our own database. Before that, let me just go through other things. Okay. So you have a data product. Under data product, okay, you can see, many things you can see it here. All categories, different things we have. We can integrate the data. We can connect with a system to get the data. So those things we don't require this. And we have a monitoring how my system is performing. Query history. Okay, all queries, whatever queries you have executed, those queries we can see it here. Okay. Some of the history, okay, which was executed, okay, that we can see it here. Copy history, you can do anything. User GCP demo, whatever the queries executed when we created, right? At that time it was used actually. Okay, to prepare the all databases. If you see everything, it has been created by default. Means internally it will create. Okay, now I'm going to the data where our database can be created. So you will have a like two things. So one is the database. Under database, you need to create a schema. Okay, schema is nothing but it will have the table and views, procedures, everything will have. Database is the main where it will. It is like a router. Okay, so now I'm I'm going to create a here database. So if I click this, it will ask new account name and creating account admin. Okay, I'm just creating ACP demo DB, ACP demo DB. Okay. And then if you want to create any optional comments, yes, you can give. Sample database info. See how much fast it is created. Database demo DB is created. See, by default, it will have the information schema and a public schema. Okay. So under that, if you want to create a schema, yes, you can create a schema. When you click here, right? When you click on demo DB, it will ask, okay, schema. So now I am creating a schema. I'll give simple demo schema. Hmm? Okay. I created a demo schema. Now database is created for our own. So we can practice anything here. Okay. So now what I will do, I will go here. Okay. Here. Otherwise, I'll go home. Create your first project. Right. I will create here. So if you click here also, you can see same. Okay. SQL worksheet, Python worksheet, notebook. Right. You can see it here. Even if you go here, here also you can create. You can see options here. Okay, either you can go here or same, nothing else difference. Okay, I'm clicking here. Now you see it will show you how you can assign it all these details. Next, next, next. That. Okay, compute warehouse is the your warehouse. Okay, this is the main heart of your Snowflake. Okay, because this is the actual warehouse. What they have given, access small they have given for us to practice. Okay, and this is the execute button. And if you click here, okay, directly, when you create a query, right, at that time you can see. Now you have DemoDB, you have a demo DB, and you have a Snowflake, you have Snowflake Learning DB, you have a sample data. Correct. And here you have a worksheet which I created. We can give a names also, not an issue. Hmm? Okay. So now here, Now, here we have a 4 databases. Under that, I need to practice here, right? How do I select? Here, you have an option, no database selected. So what we need to do, we need to select the database. Now, which schema I have to go? This schema I have to go. So now it is easy. No need to write any schema name before. Okay. So now I am just clicking here so that if you see demo db dot demo schema. Now the space, I mean the newly created space is available. Now in this what we have to do, we have to create tables, we have to create views, we have to create stored procedures, everything we have to create. But here we don't have knowledge how to create a tables, right? How to do. So now we will see this particular thing, whatever we have here, right? Okay. So everything here, we need to create a table our own. We need to practice everything our own. Hmm? So in this demo DB, this is we created. Now what to do? What is the next step? How to create and first of all what we need to do? So you created everything. So you have created a database, you have created a schema, everything you created. Now the space is here, it is the cursor also waiting. What I have to do, right? Now, for example, I'll give you, you have built a new house. Hmm? You have built new house and nothing is there. What will you do as a next step? You will be bringing all the products which are all needed for you, right? Here also it's the same. Now you have built the new database which is needed for you. And here, what are the things you need? You have to create a tables, you have to create a views, you have to create a external tables, you have to create a stage tables. You have to create a procedure which are needed for you. For you is nothing but depending on the requirement, depending on the business need, you will be doing this. Okay, this is what. Now, this is your new house. It means new database which is completely empty. And this database is, okay, Snowflake sample database is, okay. This will give you, it is kind of, if you purchase, right, they will give you offer kind of thing. So they will keep everything. Means you will have a fridge, you will have a birwa, you have other things which are needed by default. Okay. On top of that, whatever you want, you can bring it. So similarly, this database they have created for you to have some data so that you can practice. Okay. So see how much it is easy. You can view all these things. Correct. So you have not installed any database. You have, what you have done? You have just created a, you have just registered a Snowflake database under GCP account, and GCP, what they have done, they have given you the some workspace and installed a database for you to practice. Okay. And Snowflake, what it has done, they have created a sample database, and they have given a feature for you to create a database for your own also. Correct? Now, if you see the by default, it is showing you select a column from table where created equal to date range. Something here it is showing. Okay. So now I created a database, not an issue. Now it is already here we have a sample database. Under that we have these many things. Okay. This is we have a information schema, and here we have some other schemas. Now I'm just going back here. I'm just going here and checking here what are the tables I have. So now we have these tables, correct? So now if you see call center, we have catalog page, we have catalog returns, we have. Okay, and here you don't have anything under demo. You don't have anything because you have newly created your own. Okay, and now if you see here, okay, so when you click on this, just when you click like this, then it will give you here, okay, color center details, type table, number of rows 60, size 18.5 KB, okay, cluster linear, CC call center SK, and owner empty, created 6 months ago. So like this, it will give you information. And the definition. What is definition? If you click here, okay, and you can open a table details in new tab. If you click here, it will redirect to the new. Like this, you can open multiple. You can open multiple windows as well. Okay, and if you want to copy this, for example, okay, if you want to copy this, click here. Okay, you will have a place name in editor, copy name, add column names in editor, view definition, and a load data. So these many options you have. So now if I click here, place name in editor means this one. Okay, and what I will do, just I will click this. So if I click this, you see what has given. This is the database, and this is your schema, and this is your table. So it is referring like this. How it is referring? So this is very, very important, okay, to understand. Okay. So here you see. So if I show you this, okay, dots, right? It is redirecting like this. Okay, like this. So this is the table. The first one is table. The second one is schema, and the third one is database. If you are just giving like this, it will not work. How? If you give like this, generally, it will not work. Why? Because you have, this is very important, okay? So you connected here, you have connected different database and different schema, okay? And you are referring the table from different table. So that is the reason it is given you all the details, like what is the database, under database what is the schema, and under schema what is the table name. But if you are directly under looking under demo DB, then even if you just give the table name, it will work because you are under same DB. and the same schema. Okay, like that. So this is how this database will help you to create a tables, everything. And you can practice all the SQL commands and stored procedures in this layer. Okay. So here we will practice, okay, in SQL. Now to give you what is a SQL. So SQL is the structured query language which will allow you to retrieve the data, which will allow you to create the data, load the data into database, and it will allow you to create a tables, it will allow you to create a stored procedures, it will allow you to create a views and everything. That is very, very important. So SQL is, the definition of SQL is, it is a structured query language. Okay. And SQL will support only the structured data. Hmm? Whatever we have seen in the last class, like column and rows. So whenever you load the data by using a SQL statement, okay, give you that will load the data into tabular format. Now we will see here what is SQL and what are the features we have in SQL. So as I mentioned, for any database, okay, we will have a two standards for any database. One is the SQL and then PL SQL. Okay. SQL means I have told you structured query language, and PL SQL means procedural language structured query language, PL SQL. Okay, procedural language. This procedural language means nothing but it will execute one by one. Under that you will have a, okay, stored procedures and functions. You will have this. So we will be creating maximum stored procedures. Okay. So here to start PL SQL, you have to first practice SQL. If you know the SQL, then here the syntax, if you know how to create a procedure, then it is easy. So the base of to start PL SQL is SQL. Under SQL, okay, mainly we have SQL commands. Okay. For that, what we have done, we have divided into a few uh, chapters or few characteristics. Okay. So what is this actually? Okay. First of all, to see the data or to see the table, we have a commands. First, if you want to see the data from the database, okay, you have a select command, which is widely used, this select command in any of the SQL. This select, what it does, it will retrieve the data from table, it will retrieve the data from view. Okay. This select command, it is common for any database. So the good thing is, okay, the good thing is any database in the world which they have invented, which they have developed, okay, that will have a common SQL statements. Okay. Sometimes some functions may be different, but the basic things are common, so that the database easily you can practice. For example, let's take a Java and Python. These two, we can achieve the same requirement. Okay. Using this, maximum we can achieve. But only the thing is, you can see different programming language. Java will have a different programming language, and Python will have a different programming language. C will have a different programming language, and C++ will have a different programming language. But SQL, it is not like that. Okay. So in SQL, you will have different databases and different features, but some of them are common for entire database. That is the good thing we have. So suddenly, if someone will ask you to work on Oracle, it is easy for you so that you can work on it. How? Because maximum 70 to 80% it will be same for all the databases. But it is not like that in Java, it is not like that in C, it is not like that in C++, it is not like that Python. So they have then own procedure, or then their own features, their own language. Okay. So this is you need to understand first. Okay. Now to start this, for any database, okay, here, if you want to see the data, the select command is very useful. Okay. So what it does actually, select by name itself, you can see this is selecting something, right? So if you go to the shop, for example, right, what you say, select any product which is needed for you, means you are telling them take something which is looking good to you, right? So that word, by default, they have simple words they have used in our database in SQL commands. Okay. So this select is the command or function where it is used widely to view the data, view the anything. Okay. This is what the select. So now this call will be disconnected, and after 10 minutes it will reconnect again. So we will